Hey, fellow dudes, Arch here, and I am excited because I wanted to show you something I've been working on for a while now, which is trying to start a Dudist church, if you will. Now, I don't care too much what we call it. We were thinking maybe Gem City Circle of Dudists would be a good name for it. But you know, basically, we really just want some place where dudes can gather, whether it's virtually or in person, and abide together. So, we thought maybe a good next step in the evolution of dudism is to start a physical church kind of thing, or temple, or whatever, what have you. And have a place for us to go. So, I have kind of put together a little bit of a step-by-step process for how this works, for people who are interested in it, who might want to join, might want to help contribute in some way, whether that's through helping us build some of the little glamping cabins, or finding a property, or maybe donating money, whatever you want. So this is the vision for what we want to do. So obviously the purpose of the Gem City Circle of Dudists would be to celebrate and perfect the practice of the Dudist faith, and then just create a space for us to gather, whether that's online or in person. We want it to be both, in perpetuity. So the mission would be to help members limber up their uptight ways of thinking, take each day easier than the one before it, and enter into ever increasing states of abiding. Now, that mission is kind of carried out through this vision that we have, which is that we want to create these virtual and in-person spaces for us to gather. And those might be things like concerts, or weekly virtual gathering sessions, or eventually having a retreat center that we can go to in person, relax, abide, take her easy, all that great, amazing stuff. And so that's what the vision is. Now, the steps for that, to actually implement it, start with forming a nonprofit in Ohio. And to do that, you need to have three unrelated people who want to start one, which we've got. You then have to come up with a set of bylaws, which we've got, and you're going to be able to read those on the website that I post this to. And then you also have to pay a $99 filing fee with the state, for your business papers, man. And then once you've done all that, at the state level, it's time to do stuff at the federal level. That one's a little bit trickier. So it starts with getting your tax exempt status. And so once you filed your nonprofit with the state, you fill out Form 1023 with the IRS. If they approve it, then we're tax exempt, and they give us a little tax determination letter that says we're exempt, and then people can donate to us, and deduct that from their taxes if they so choose. So that's kind of a nice thing to have. Now, you can now start raising tax exempt funds once you get through all that, and then people can donate to us and write those off. So that's why we want to get the tax exempt status. Now, once we do that, then it's really time to hit the fundraising hard. So we want the money, Lebowski, because the ringer cannot look empty. And so we'll do stuff like maybe we'll have some concerts and fundraising events, both online and virtual and in person. I mean, and then eventually, hopefully, we'll raise enough funds to secure ourselves some land and or temple space. And so that'll be really cool. And then step 5 is to build that space. And so the vision for this would be to have kind of like this quiet retreat center, maybe a large main hall, maybe it's like an old barn or something like that, where people can go and have things like yoga classes, or maybe we can do some weed infused cooking. Maybe we'll make maple syrup. We'll just have like a fun kind of like, it'll be like going to camp when you were a kid, except you're an adult and you can drink and imbibe other things and substances and maintain your strict drug regimen. So it'll be cooler than camp and for adults. And so in addition to that main hall, then we'd probably have some like little glamping cabins, and maybe part of your service to the Gem City Circle of Dudists is to help us build those. So it'll be a lot of fun, and I think people will enjoy and want to go there, and it'd be a great wedding venue as well, or a pilgrimage people could make. And so once it's all done, we can just relax and abide, and yeah, that's kind of it. So if that sounds like something you think you might be interested in being a part of, um join us then. We'll, I'm sure, have membership options that are free, but we'll also, I'm sure, have some paid membership things that might you know get you some perks, and that kind of thing. So stay tuned for those, but in a nutshell, that's the idea. So thanks for listening, and abide, everybody.